Hello and welcome. This is a vlog on tomato care. We are at the beginning of August now, which is leaving less and less days to ripen your tomatoes. So I decided to give the tomato plants a very good haircut. I took off any of the large leaves that were causing shade over the tomatoes, stopping them from ripening. And then I took the heads off of all of the tomato plants to stunt the growth. So all of the plant's energy can focus on ripening the tomatoes that are already there. What I didn't want is the season to end and for me to be left with lots of green tomatoes. The sooner they turn red, the better. Each tomato plant was becoming very heavy with the abundance of tomatoes that I had on these plants. So as I was going along, I was tying them up further on the string to take all the weight so they didn't fall or bunch. Some of them had split, so there were some very low down suckers that had produced tomatoes, quite a few tomatoes. So I took the leaves off of those and then I wrapped them around the original tomato plant and onto the string to hold them up. They had snuck in there because I hadn't seen some of them where they were behind the plant, because the other side of my tomatoes is my vegetable patch, so it's not as easy to get to on the other side. The structure that I decided to use for my tomato plants, I'd seen it on a few YouTube channels. I had some leftover poles which I erected just for strength and stability. I do have a very windy garden and they have held themselves up very well. I had some poles and some leftover canes from last year which I popped across the top. Every gardener, every person in the British household always has string, so I used the string on the plants to erect them and tie them on, and there are loops there so I can tighten the string or loosen the string if needed through the whole process. The bottom of the string was tied around the bottom of the tomato plant, underneath the basil and the marigolds that I companion planted with the tomatoes. So that's the tomatoes trimmed off. Now onto the marigolds. Deadheading the marigolds, taking off any of the flowers of the basil that have started to appear or come through. once I'd done this on all of the plants, I had popped all of the marigold heads into a little basket that I keep in my greenhouse, where they are drying off nicely. If you are enjoying my videos, please like and subscribe, and thank you very much for watching.